If you're learning how to trade, then you'll probably want to tune into this video because I'm sharing with you an indicator that can help you make more money in your trades. And this indicator is rarely talked about in a way that makes sense to new traders. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, going to the bell, ringing it on this channel, subscribing, liking, and sharing this video with 2 or 3 other people who could definitely use this information. This channel is made for women who are learning how to trade, like myself, Gen Xers, who are looking for a second income and also to move out of the USA to have a better life, quality life that's more peaceful, has no ICE raids, and doesn't include an orange blob that poops in a diaper. Let's move on. So this indicator I've been using for quite a while, but I've been using it in a way that has made me lose more money than it has made more money. I was using it incorrectly. That is not a good way to use an indicator. Trust me. I started looking at this and back testing. As I started back testing my trades, which took me a while to learn how to do, and I'm still learning. Every day I learn something new about trading. You'll never not learn something new. And when you do stop learning, it might be time for you to pick something else to do. I keep myself open, very open to learning something new because trading, like the markets, is a constant flux. It's not an algorithm like some of these idiots say it is. It has nothing to do with that. And trading and the markets are always open to changing and being very volatile, not only depending on news, but depending upon geopolitical events, natural disasters. Now we have more bot trading. We do have really big players. We also have a lot of manipulation, for lack of a better word. You can still make money in the markets though. And you can make enough money to keep yourself safe, comfortable, financially independent, and confident with your money. Let's move on into VWAP. And a VWAP stands for Volume Weighted Average Profile. I've been using the VWAP since I started trading, but I've been using it incorrectly in a way that didn't make sense for every single product that I traded. I've been using it more generically as opposed to specifically to the product. As I was trading Bitcoin, I realized that I learned how to backtest a lot of my trades. When I went to backtest those trades, there was something off. Like I was there, but I was like just missing the mark. I was like, why didn't I get this? I read my notes. I looked back at my plan. I looked back at my journal and I was like, I put the high and the low in there and, it looked like I could have done pretty well on that trade, at least a couple $100. But I didn't. I lost money. So I started looking at my indicators, volume weighted average price of what's going on in the market. So when you use price action, that's the volume weighted average price of that price action. And I was using an HLC3, which is a high-low close, 3. And I was using a 200-day moving average. Well, that's pretty slow for a very volatile and very fast-moving product like Bitcoin. So I changed it and I started using an HL2 with a 100-day moving average. And because I started doing that, I started seeing that VWAP respond a lot more directly with the price action of the product. I trade on a DEX, a decentralized exchange. It doesn't have KYC, know your customer. So it's much, much better for me. And it might be for you as well. You can get that link in my description and you can start trading right away. I love trading with the DEX because I'm able to use that margin at whatever percentage I want, 30, 40, 80%. I just pay a small fee to do that. And I don't have to have tens of thousands of dollars to do a tens of thousands of dollar trade. So that makes really good sense to me. And I like the way that the DEX works. It's been working a lot faster now. There are some gaps in it. It's not as smooth as some of the ETFs. So you are going to experience gap. But for what the product is, and for those of you who are learning how to trade, this is a great product for people who are new to the market and who don't have the money to trade. So again, the link is in the bio or in the description of this video. Now, as far as the VWAP is concerned, I started to set this as an HL2 with a 100-day moving average, and I started seeing it move in relation to the price versus lagging with a generic VWAP. So it wasn't specific to the actual product. One of the things that I have learned through my journaling, through my planning, is how to set my indicators correctly so that they make sense for the product that I'm trading. If it's gold, if it's copper, if it's natural gas, or if it's Bitcoin. And each one of these requires a different setup. So it's not always the same setup. You can't use the same setup for every single thing that you're trading. For those of you who are new to trading and don't know these markets very well and need some help, I do have a consult where I help you plan out your trade for the month. And that's a 4-week plan. You can sign up with the link in the description or in my bio. If you don't know the product that you're trading and you just want generic help, there is another button on my page in StanStore that can help you to understand possibly what to trade or give you some ideas so that you can be better focused on what you would like to trade. That said, I really appreciate all of your help growing this channel, liking, subscribing, ringing the bell, sharing this with people that you know, sharing it out on TikTok. Just click those links and go right to my channel. Thanks so much. I hope this helped you. And if it did, make sure you leave a nice comment for me. I will see you on the next video.